Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive.
Mm.
Today, we are going to be talking
Nice.
about something that's near and dear to my heart, I would
Okay.
say.
Yeah.
Um, I love a good spa day. So we're going to be checking out the spa at Pebble Beach. And this is all based on an article
Oh, it's
from Spavelous Online magazine.
okay.
Um, so this magazine is, all about health and wellness and beauty and
Mm.
helping people live their best lives.
Yeah.
And we're going to see if the
Right.
spa at Pebble Beach kind of fits in with that ethos.
Gotcha.
So, whether you're, someone who's planning a vacation or you just love reading about spas or you're just curious about this one in particular,
Yeah.
this is going to be a really interesting deep dive because we're going to be talking about, the ocean views and the signature treatments and,
Sounds nice.
all that good stuff.
Yeah, so like right off the bat, the thing that really stood out to me in this article was this idea that the spa at Pebble Beach is more than just a spa. It's like a destination. And they really highlight that in the article, and they talk about how it's located on the Monterey Peninsula in California, which, is famous for.
Yeah.
It's beautiful scenery, charming towns, iconic golf courses. It just seems like the perfect place.
Yeah, it sounds very relaxing for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's get into it. What about the spa itself?
Sure.
What stood out to you as far as the architecture and the ambiance?
Well, they describe it as having this beautiful Spanish colonial architecture. So you've got these red tile roofs and these like creamy walls that kind of blend in with the coastal landscape.
Nice.
And a lot of the treatment rooms actually have these big floor-to-ceiling windows
Wow.
that look out onto these like beautifully manicured gardens or like panoramic ocean views.
Yeah.
It's all about bringing the outside in.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The ocean views are really
Yeah.
calling to me, I have to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like they really thought about that visual experience
Yeah.
as being, part of the relaxation process. Now, speaking of first impressions,
Mm.
the article talks about the lobby as feeling like a luxurious coastal mansion.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Well, it sounds like they're really going for that grand, luxurious feel right when you walk in.
Okay.
So they've got soaring ceilings and hand-carved wooden beams and these like sparkling chandeliers.
Fancy.
It's fancy, but then at the same time, they also try to make it feel really welcoming
Okay.
with those little touches, like offering a warm hand towel and a signature lavender tea when you arrive.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's like a balance of grandeur and like personalized comfort.
I love that. Yeah, I think those little touches can really make a difference.
Totally.
But let's talk about the treatment spaces because those sound amazing.
Yeah.
They have 15 massage rooms, 5 facial rooms,
Wow.
and wait for it, 2 dreamy couple suites.
Oh, nice.
So they have private rainfall showers and chromotherapy soaking tubs. What do you think about that?
I think that's really interesting that they've got these couple suites. It seems like they're targeting couples who want to have that shared wellness experience,
Right.
which I think is pretty smart because not a lot of spas
Yeah.
really focus on that.
Yeah, it's definitely a growing trend.
Yeah.
And speaking of trends, they have some pretty amazing wellness facilities as well.
Yeah. What are those like?
Well, they've got a conservatory-style indoor pool, so it's under a glass ceiling.
Okay.
They have heated stone loungers surrounding the pool. And then for men and women separately,
Okay.
they have eucalyptus steam rooms, Himalayan salt saunas, and inhalation rooms.
Ooh, what are those last two? I'm not really familiar with those.
Okay, so Himalayan salt saunas, they're known for their detoxification properties.
Interesting.
So the salt is supposed to release negative ions, which can purify the air and help you relax.
Oh, okay.
And the inhalation rooms, they just diffuse essential oils into the air.
Gotcha.
So it's basically aromatherapy. Different oils have different benefits, like some are for relaxation, some are for stress relief, some can even boost your energy levels. Yeah, so it's really a multi-sensory approach to wellness.
Yeah. I like that. It's not just about,
Boy.
like pampering your body, but appealing to all the senses.
Exactly. It's about that whole experience.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the treatments.
Okay.
Because the spa at Pebble Beach is known for their signature treatments.
Yeah, for sure. What did you find out about those?
Well, one of the things that really stood out to me was how personalized everything is.
Oh, really?
So before each treatment, you have a consultation in a private relaxation lounge
Okay.
with an expert. So you can talk about your wellness goals,
That's nice.
and they can tailor the experience to your needs.
I like that personal touch.
Me too.
Yeah.
And speaking of personal touches, they have this treatment called the Secret Garden Body Treatment.
Okay.
And it starts with gentle, dry brushing using local sea kelp.
Wow.
And then they do a warm algae wrap that's infused with minerals from Monterey Bay.
It sounds very oceany.
It does.
Yeah.
And, that's a recurring theme here.
Yeah.
The use of local and natural ingredients. And they're committed to organic and sustainable products.
Mm-hmm.
They even have their own line of coastal-inspired aromatherapy blends.
That's awesome.
And after your treatment, you can relax in their outdoor meditation garden,
Oh, nice.
which is heated stone benches and tranquil fountains.
That sounds lovely.
So it really just sounds like the perfect place to unwind.
Yeah, and I think the meditation garden is a really great addition
Yeah.
because it gives you that dedicated space to just kind of relax and reflect after your treatment. So it's not just about, the physical treatment, but also about that mental and
Right.
emotional well-being.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
It's all connected.
exactly. It's a holistic approach.
Exactly.
It sounds like they've really put a lot of thought into creating this whole environment
Yeah.
that just, promotes wellness.
Yeah, for sure.
But, no spa experience would be complete without talking about the food.
Right.
So what did you find out about their dining options?
Well, they have this spa juice bar. So if you need like a quick pick-me-up after a treatment or, if you've been working out or whatever,
Here.
they have these fresh-pressed organic juices.
Okay.
But the thing that really stood out to me was the spa cafe.
Oh, tell me about that.
So you can have a meal there, and they use like seasonal, locally sourced ingredients.
Nice.
And it overlooks this beautiful garden. So the article specifically mentioned that they have this wild-caught salmon poke bowl. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that all sounds really in line with their wellness philosophy.
Right.
Using fresh, local, seasonal ingredients. It's all about
Yeah.
nourishing the body from the inside out.
Exactly.
And it ties into that whole theme of, connecting with the local environment
For sure.
that they've got going on.
But let's not forget about the people who actually make this whole experience happen.
Yeah, the therapists.
Yeah, the therapists.
Yeah.
And the article really emphasized their expertise. Many of them have been with the spa for over a decade. And it's not just about their skills. It's also those little touches,
Like what?
like remembering a returning guest's favorite tea.
Oh, wow.
That kind of attention to detail
Yeah.
can really elevate the experience.
That's true. It really shows that they
Yeah.
care about their clients.
It's that human connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just about the treatment itself. It's about that feeling
Right.
of being seen and heard and valued.
So exactly. It makes you feel special.
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay.
This level of luxury
Oh.
and personalized service does not come cheap.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
So is it worth the splurge?
I mean, that's the big question, right?
Oh, yeah.
The article kind of acknowledges that, yeah, it is expensive, but they talk about the value that you get for your money.
Okay.
So most of the treatments include full day access to all of the spa facilities.
Okay.
And they also have these seasonal packages that can save you some money
Yeah.
and a loyalty program for returning guests.
So it's like an investment in your well-being.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just a, frivolous expense.
Right.
Okay, so what makes the spa at Pebble Beach stand out from other luxury spas?
Well, they do a few things that are pretty unique.
Okay.
So they have these monthly wellness workshops,
Oh, wow.
which is really cool because it shows
Yeah.
that they're committed to, education and personal growth.
Yeah.
And then they also offer some treatments that use sustainable seaweed that's harvested from Monterey Bay.
Oh, wow.
So again, that connection to the local environment.
Right.
And get this, during the summer, they offer sunrise yoga on the beach.
Oh, my gosh. That sounds incredible.
It does.
I would totally wake up early for that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we've talked about the ocean views,
Yeah.
the amazing therapists, the state-of-the-art facilities, this holistic approach to wellness.
Yeah.
Are there any areas where they could improve?
Well, the article did mention a couple of things to keep in mind.
Yeah.
First of all, you really need to book well in advance,
Yeah.
especially if you're going during peak season.
Makes sense.
And then not all of the treatment rooms have ocean views.
Okay.
So if that's something that's really important to you,
Yeah.
you want to make sure you request that specifically.
Okay, good to know.
And then finally, while the facilities are, very well maintained,
Yeah.
some areas might benefit from like a little bit of a modern refresh,
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like overall it's a pretty incredible experience.
Yeah.
Even if it's not completely perfect.
Right.
But what do you think about their strategy of positioning themselves as a destination rather than just a spa?
I think it's really smart. I mean, they're offering this whole escape, You know, it's not just about going to get a massage or a facial. It's about
Yeah.
immersing yourself in this world
Yeah.
of wellness and luxury. And with that location and everything they offer,
Yeah.
I think they're definitely succeeding.
Yeah, I agree. So for our listener, what really stands out to you about the spa at Pebble Beach? Is this the kind of wellness experience that you prioritize?
I mean, it definitely sounds amazing,
Yeah.
but I think it really comes down to your own personal values and what you prioritize in a wellness experience. You know, for
Correct.
some people, a luxury spa getaway might feel like an indulgence.
Yeah.
For others, it might feel like an investment in their health and happiness.
Right?
So there's no right or wrong answer.
That's true. It's about finding what works for you and
Exactly.
what makes you feel good.
Yeah, and you know, maybe this deep dive has kind of sparked a question for you.
Yeah.
Like, what really is a valuable wellness experience? Is it about luxury and exclusivity, or are there other things that are more important to you?
That's a great question.
Yeah. So we've been talking about
Yeah.
the luxurious side of things today, but maybe, you know, you're
Right.
thinking about what really resonates with you and what brings you a sense of well-being.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the end of our
Yeah.
deep dive into the spa at Pebble Beach.
So, you know, as we've been talking about the spa, I keep thinking about that idea as it being a destination.
Yeah.
It's really interesting how they've managed to position themselves that way. You
Yeah.
know, it's not just about the individual treatments, but the whole experience they create.
Right.
The location, the amenities, the personalized service,
Oh,
it
true.
all comes together to offer a complete escape from everyday life.
And it's clearly resonating with people.
Yeah.
I mean, the article mentioned that many guests actually become repeat visitors.
Oh, wow.
So what do you think keeps drawing them back?
I think it's probably that sense of escape that we've been talking about. You
Yeah.
know, in today's world where everything's so fast-paced,
Right.
I think a luxurious spa getaway can be a much-needed break.
Yeah. Just to kind of disconnect and recharge.
Exactly.
And maybe also that feeling of being pampered.
Oh, yeah.
You know, from the moment you arrive, they cater to your every need. It's like entering a world where your well-being is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, I think that sense of being cared for is really powerful.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just about the physical treatments,
Right.
but the emotional and mental benefits as well. When you feel nurtured and supported, it can have a huge impact on your overall well-being.
Yeah, for sure. So it seems like the spa at Pebble Beach has really mastered this art
Yeah.
of creating that holistic experience
They've thought of everything.
that addresses every aspect of well-being.
Pretty much.
But as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious about your final thoughts
Yeah.
on this whole idea of splurging on a wellness experience. Is it something that you personally prioritize?
Well, I think it's a question that everyone has to answer for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, for some people, a luxury spa getaway might seem like an unnecessary indulgence.
Right.
For others, it's an investment in their health and happiness. So it really comes down to your own values and priorities.
Right. There's no right or wrong answer. It's about finding what works for you and what makes you feel good.
Yeah, and what brings you a sense of balance.
Exactly.
You know, maybe it's a weekend retreat to a fancy spa.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just taking a long bath or going for a walk in nature.
Those are good too.
Yeah, the important thing is to make time for yourself.
Yeah.
And prioritize your well-being in whatever way feels right for you.
I love that.
And you never know, maybe exploring different approaches and experiences, like the one we've been discussing today,
Yeah,
can help you discover new ways to take care of yourself.
totally. And on that note, I think that brings us to the end
Yeah.
of our deep dive into the spa at Pebble Beach.
It's been a journey.
It has been. We hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah. And remember, investing in yourself is never a waste.
Well said.
Whether it's a big escape or just a small act of self-care, prioritizing your well-being is always worth it.
Absolutely. Until next time, everyone.
Bye.